Hello Math 120 students. We're still working on 8.1. We have a new sample space that has to do with a deck of cards. And here's the experiment. Drawing one card from a deck of cards, find the probability of drawing an 8, a queen, and so on. So first of all, the sample space. Now the sample space has to do with this. I found a deck of cards at home, and they look like this. Okay, so I have 4 piles here. I've separated my cards. Some of you have played solitaire and you know what these cards look like. We need some information about cards. When you get a deck of cards, a lot of times you get 2 jokers, and we take the jokers out and don't even consider them, even when we're doing counting and probability. So first thing, I have 4 different what we call suits. So we have 52 cards. That comes from the 4 suits, and our 4 suits are hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. That's what heart, diamond, club, spade. These are ancient symbols. Most of us know what a heart looks like, a diamond. This one may not be as familiar. It is technically called a club, and it may be from during certain weapons in the olden days that this would be a mace, the top of a mace. You can look it up, the history of cards. And this right here is a spade, like this. And that comes from a shovel, which is also called a spade, like a small shovel. So that's where that comes from. So I want you to know that the 4 suits are hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. Now there are 26 red cards and 26 black cards, because clubs and spades are black and hearts and diamonds are red cards. Now you also should know that each suit has, so let's take a look here, an ace, that's called an ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is called a jack, a queen, and a king. All right, times of royal. And there's the suicide king, apparently. So I've been told. It looks like he's stabbing himself in the head. Do you know that was called the suicide king? You played cards if you did. Some jacks are considered one-eyed jacks. This is a one-eyed jack, like this queen has 2 eyes. But some of the jacks are not quite, you don't have the profile, you have them looking at you. Anyway, more information than you need. Just know that each suit has an ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. And so that's, let's see, what is that? 10, 11, 12, 13. So each suit has 13 cards. Times 4 suits give 52 cards. So let's do some probability while we're at it. What's the probability of drawing an 8? Now, I happen to have somewhere around here, my piles are getting out of control, a sample space right here, just like I had with my dice, a sample space. I also have a sample space that you can look up on Blackboard. Looks like this. And this is really helpful when you're trying to count and looking at the probability of drawing an 8. So if I look at all the cards, how many 8s are there? And some of you don't need to do this. You can just go, oh, there are 4 8s out of 52. So I'm going to go 4 out of 52. Now I need to reduce that. That's going to be 1 out of, what would that be? 4 goes into 52, what, 13 times? 1 over 13. All right, I'll be back for the rest.